I'm Chibothy, and I'm going to be watching some old classic cartoons. Today I'm going to be watching David the Gnome. I'm going to be watching maybe like the first 2 episodes. See how you guys enjoy this reaction. Let me know by leaving a like and commenting. Those really help me out in figuring out what I need to do. And so, let's move on and check out David the Gnome. Now, from what I've gathered, David the Gnome is a Spanish cartoon that's been translated into English. Oh, this is a good song. I sort of remember this from my childhood. I at least had this opening on tape somewhere. I don't know if I even had a full episode. So this is how I know the episode or the series. Huh. There's backstory in that. Was I supposed to read that? This is a series for kids, so if you're expecting kids to read that thing, you're looking at the wrong audience. But then again, it was Spanish first, I believe.
There's the world of nature, where wild animals live. No cars or buildings, and only the trees are skyscrapers.
Sounds beautiful. Let's go there.
Then there's the
what's this? Live action? I didn't expect that. Yeah, that's better.
Let's journey to a land where the air.
I'm watching this to get away from live action.
Is the beautiful sound of animals talking to each other. We can't understand what they're saying, but there are some special little beings out there who can. They're called the
gnomes. I got it!
The animals are their neighbors, and their neighborhood is the world.
Okay, slow opening. You probably wouldn't get away with that in today's era. People want fast stuff. So it's nice that we're getting to slow down today. Okay, so they're just passing the nut around. Do squirrels actually do that in that IRL?
The most wonderful thing of all.
I feel like they're mostly just keep it for themselves.
But with a little magic from one very special gnome named David, we'll be able to understand them.
What is this, a documentary?
You've never seen a gnome? Well, they're all around us. Just take a closer look.
Yeah, this sounds more like a documentary than a cartoon. It's a documentary about non-existent gnomes.
Let me show you a secret world.
Or maybe they do exist.
They're little people with full-sized hearts. There's nothing to be afraid of. You may not see them, but they're...
What do you mean full-sized hearts?
Each day,
You mean hearts the size of humans?
hurrying busily all around you.
If they're only the size of humans, then they must not care much.
Oh, David, you have company calling.
I thought so. Send them right in.
Welcome.
Come in, come in. Don't be shy.
Her mouth didn't move when she said welcome. Whoa, 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 whoa!
Good evening. I'm David, son of the famous Tim of Uppsala.
Whoa, 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 watch where he puts that hand!
I'm glad you were able to make it. You must be really sympathetic to
Can we
me.
put this on YouTube?
Otherwise, you wouldn't be here.
I mean, it's not the
This, I
80s
know, is
anymore.
the first time you've met us, but we know you humans very well. Perhaps some of our love and respect would rub off on you. Love for our fellow creatures, respect for the beautiful.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Share.
Go ahead and teach us that.
Yes, that That's really why I invited you here today. Isn't it
We
time
really
we
need
got together?
to understand each other and care about each other in this era.
Here's your towel,
Thank
David.
you. There's several kinds of gnomes. Most of them live in a forest like me, so we're called forest gnomes.
Is the little spiky cap
Then
part of
there
that?
are dune gnomes that live in the sand. This is a garden gnome.
I guess so.
He's a regular fuss monkey.
All norms have to have those cone-shaped
This
hats.
busy gentleman is a house gnome. There aren't many like him.
Hello. Goodbye.
And lastly, we find my distant cousin, the Siberian gnome. Something of a loner, I'm afraid.
Ah, glowing eyes.
I wouldn't call him bad-tempered, but he is a little lacking in the social graces. But I'm sure you'd like to know some more about us.
Why are we watching a gnome get
Let's
dressed?
start with our weight. 15 centimeters high. That's 6 inches, or about as tall as an ice cream cone.
So, I guess about as tall as this.
And of course, you have to meet my wonderful family. Oh, just a minute, parents. Gnomes have children only once, and we always have twins.
Really? That does not sound good, actually.
This is Swift, our faithful friend, the fox. He's always
That would
ready
keep the
to
numbers
carry
equal,
anywhere
but
in the world.
one of them dies, then if we
We know
have
his
children,
baby's small, but we're
then the number
7 times
decreases.
stronger than a human being.
Huh.
I was
They have strength.
Thank you.
We rub noses to show our affection for each other. We travel a lot, Lisa and I, in all kinds of weather. My duties keep me on the go because I'm a doctor. Good.
Now you're a doctor.
I completely forgot to tell you I'm a doctor.
Yeah, you did.
I'm summoned to the most remote corners of the earth because I've established a good reputation.
Ah, so now we finally got the plot.
Call me by telepathy. I always go when I'm needed. Last week,
We're like halfway in, you just get to the plot.
a message came through to me. Swift and I set off at once. The patient I was hurrying to get to was a goat. She'd accidentally swallowed a jagged piece of wire with her grass and was now in great pain.
Oh no, that's bad.
Poor farmer had no money to pay a veterinarian, and she was his only goat. I was needed desperately.
If you only have one goat, then you're probably not making money off that goat.
Thank you for coming so quickly. There isn't a minute to
Unless you're using that goat as a lawnmower.
When I saw the poor animal, I realized she was in a very bad state. I decided to hypnotize her immediately.
Hypnotize.
I knew that once she
No
was
magic.
hypnotized, she wouldn't feel any pain.
If only doctors in our world can learn that. They won't have to spend money on anesthesia.
Watch.
How can you tell if there's internal bleeding with a stethoscope?
I wanted to be sure of what I was doing. I had to cut just beside where the wire was stuck in order to make the incision as small as possible.
Can you find a barbed wire with a stethoscope?
Ah, there's the culprit. You may think that because I've practiced medicine for such a long time, over 300 years, that I'd be pretty cool in a crunch like this. Well, that's just not so.
I did not expect this to be like a doctor show with cutting open creatures.
It took me about a half an hour to finish the operation.
Well, there's no blood, so I guess we don't really count this as gory.
Wake up the goat now.
That's wonderful. You've done a great job, David. Congratulations.
Congrats.
Managed to save a precious
A job well done.
That's the greatest satisfaction a doctor. This badger was just out for a stroll when he accidentally ran into a sharp-pointed stick. A splinter got stuck in his eye, and there was some danger he might lose his sight in that eye. So, of course,
Well, that's not good.
I set out to help him immediately.
That's where you need to watch where you're going.
Come to guide me to the ailing badger. The poor animal was suffering such pain that he had hidden himself in the deepest, darkest part of his den. In case you didn't know, badgers build their homes with so many twists and turns, it's easy to get lost in them.
I did not know.
There he is. See how the poor fellow is suffering?
So I guess this is also a nature show where we learn about animals.
At first glance, the situation looked pretty hopeless. Operate.
Careful there. Don't fall over. We're in the middle of
It
a
was a
very serious operation.
because there was a risk that in taking out the splitter, I might damage the cornea of his eye. However, that didn't happen, and the operation was successful.
Bravo!
Bravo! Yay! We are learning how to be a doctor for animals.
They're the ugly and nasty trolls. Their idea of fun is picking on everyone else in the forest and generally raising a ruckus.
Okay, so we got trolls now.
Fortunately, they are also the stupidest creatures in the world, so it's easy to fool.
And that's mean.
I know you're there. You can't fool me. You can't get away from me. I'll get you next time.
The trolls are smelly and hairy. They
But you
have
didn't even
long
try to
arms,
catch 'em.
Short legs and awful table manners. The worst of the lot are Pit Pat Pot and their boss Holler.
I'll tie David to the wheel and spin him.
In our homes, we are
Why?
safe from all enemies. Before we go to bed,
Why are you after him?
the head of the family always reads a chapter from the gnome's secret book. Then we say Slitzweitz, which means good night. That's the only word
Slitzweitz.
in our language that humans are allowed to know. Slitzweitz.
This site's okay then. Well, that was
I know
a
you're
cartoon.
going away from us now, back to your city homes, leaving behind your newfound friends.
In the next exciting adventure of David the Gnome, you're going to meet a little witch, a spunky little magician who comes to the rescue when David and Swift are trapped by those
Oh.
horrible trolls.
Looks like we're gonna get some more action next episode.
Fight those big
Or get some action next episode.
Will David be trapped forever? To find out, don't miss Which Way Out, right here, next time.
Okay, so what did I think about episode 1? It was slow, kind of boring. It's slow. Honestly, didn't really like episode 1. It was mostly just explanations and talking. Yeah, not really a good episode. I wouldn't suggest it. Maybe episode 2 will be better.